Simple present tense, probably the most used tense in the Dutch language. Today, I'm going to explain to you that it's also really easy to actually use simple present tense in the Dutch language. I'm going to show you 3 steps, these. And I'm also going to show you that it becomes even easier in certain moments of speech. And now, before we start, remember, we already talked about infinitives. Infinitives are the base form of the verbs in English. In Dutch, we have that too. All right? So when we talk about infinitives, we talk about the whole verb. The ones that end most of the times, I would say 96% of the times, in en, right? These 2 letters over here. Now, that is very important to remember. But in Dutch, we have another base form, the root of the verb, which becomes even more important when we conjugate. And yes, when we conjugate, don't forget the spelling rules. Watch the video that I've noticed here down, okay, in the description. Watch that one first before you watch this one. Why? Because it's all about spelling rules. Okay, step 1. Step 1 is indeed finding the root of the verb. Infinitive minus the en. That's it. That's step 1. Nothing else to do. Step 2. Step 2 is spelling rules. Remember, our conjugation depends on how we say things. So yes, here you have to apply those 8 rules. Open syllables, closed syllables, how long a sound stays long, a short sound stays short, etc., etc. That's what you would do here. That will generate what we call the ik form, the conjugation for the subject I, ik. All right? Now, this is the basis. Then we have the conjugation. The conjugation is add a T to this ik form. The T goes with je, jij, u, hij, ze, zij, and het. That's it. So, let's take a look at a verb that we can use. Let's say werken, to work. Okay, we take off the en. Werk. Easy, right? Spelling rules. Well, in this case, we don't have any spelling rules. As simple as that. So the ik form is the same as the root. Ik werk. Conjugation. Yes, add T. Je werkt. U werkt. Hij werkt. Zij werkt. Het werkt. That's it. And now the beauty of it. What happens to our plural subjects? Good that you ask. Nothing. We don't do anything at all. They stay infinitive. Yes, that means there are 0 irregular verbs in simple present tense in the Dutch language. Exactly. So we get wij werken. Jullie werken. Zij werken. See, that is how it works. Very easy. Now, let me talk about another verb. Wonen. Okay, wonen, wonen. Long sound, open syllable. Perfect. Take off the en. Won, W-O-N. Wait, that is a short sound. I don't want the short sound. I need that long sound. How can I do that? Yes, rule number 2 of the spelling rules. Yeah, We double the O. Two vowels together is always a long sound. Ik woon. That is what I get, the ik form, after applying the spelling rules. Conjugation, add T. Jij woont, u woont, hij woont. Plural, nothing needs to be done. We just keep the infinitive. Wij wonen, jullie wonen, zij wonen. Easy peasy. That is how it's done. Now, let me give you one more example so that it becomes really, really clear. Okay? How about the verb stoppen? To stop. Okay? I take off the en. Oh, sorry, this one here, en. And I get S-T-O-P-P. The rules say I can't have two the same letters at the end of a word. So I slash one of the P's. Stop. That's the ik form. Dus ik stop. Nice. Conjugation, add T. Jij stopt. U stopt. Hij stopt. Lovely. Works like a charm. Plural? Exactly. Shut off the brain. Don't worry. Go to sleep. Leave it be. Wij stoppen, jullie stoppen, zij stoppen. That's how it works. Easy, right? Now, I told you that indeed with the plurals, there are no irregular verbs. But with the single subjects, yes, we have a few irregular verbs. Now, to be exact, there are 7. I'm only going to talk about 2 of them. The others we will see in a different video, so stay tuned. Which are these irregular verbs? Actually, the same as in English. The verb zijn, the verb to be, and the verb hebben, to have. How does it work? Okay, step 1 was find the root, the infinitive minus the en. With zijn, no, we don't do that. What do? The root of zijn is ben. B-E-N. Ik ben. So yes, the root is ben. The ik form is ben. That means step 1, step 2 is not needed. It's completely irregular. Okay, conjugation. Oh yeah, that works. Jij bent. I added T. U bent. Yes, I added T. Hij. Oh, wait. This one is completely different. It is not bent. It is. Like in English. Hij is. Zij is. Het is. But the beauty, plural subjects, indeed, is just the infinitive zijn. Okay, now the last one, hebben. Hebben, okay. The root is ha-b-b. 2 B's at the end. Not an option. 1 B, slash. Can't have it. Heb. Okay, then we have conjugation. Add a T. Jij hebt. Yeah, indeed, works. U hebt. U heeft. Yes, I have 2 options. You can choose. You choose which one you want, which one you prefer. There's no rule whatsoever that obligates you to use hebt or heeft. You choose. Third person singular, that is the irregular part. Here you have to use heeft. Hij heeft. Zij heeft. Het heeft. There's no option here but this one. You cannot choose. That is the irregular part of the verb hebben. Okay. Now, you might have seen already the QR code of our course. Go there. Practice. And you will see that simple present tense is indeed that easy. Literally 3 steps. That's it. Now you practice. Oh, and don't forget, like and subscribe.